We created a stunning proposal template for a cloud ERP business, and I'm going to show you today how you can do the same thing. I'm Racki, CEO and co-founder of Proposify. We help over 8,000 of our clients send winning proposals, and our professional services team designs custom proposal templates for some of our clients. At this point, we've designed hundreds of them, and so we really know the best practices, the things to include and not include, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today, is how you can really just level up your proposal template, look way more appealing, better compete against others who are maybe up against you on deals. Today, I'm going to walk you through a proposal makeover that we did with Xorosoft. Now, they're one of the leading companies in developing ERP software solutions for warehousing and distribution businesses in North America. Let's dig in. In these videos, I normally like to show the old proposal template that we started with so you can see the difference, contrast between them. In this case, we didn't have an old one to work off of, but we did have their website. Takeaway number one is make your proposal template look a lot like your website. Make it look consistent. Your marketing team, your branding team has put all this effort into a really great looking website. Don't just send a boring looking Word document as your proposal. Make those brand elements reflective in your proposal. So this is the new proposal template that we designed for Xorosoft. As you can see, it's got an image, it's got really nice use of these vibrant colors, it fits their brand, looks like their website. It also has a trust signal, social proof, so this is a G2 badge. Depending on what industry you're in, you might want to think about, are there reviews, are there ways that you can show that other people have rated your business highly? It's not just you talking about it. So this is the cover page. Now we're going to dig into some of the internal pages of their proposing. Okay, so the first page after the cover page is the overview page. You might call this an executive summary or an introduction. This is really the most personalized part of your proposal. This is where you say, dear John, dear Sally, whoever it is, during the discovery phase, I've listened to your problems. I understand your problems. So it's a way to feed back to the buyer that you understand them. And so we designed this page for Xorosoft. We made it a little bit more visual. It's got that sort of purple duotone header just to kind of make it look a little bit more striking. Then we get into the embedded video on the next page, and this is just a great way to show a product demo. So in this case, it's software, it's ERP software, and we're able to embed in the proposal template a demo or a tour of the product. And this is one of really effective things that you can do in your proposals is embed video directly in them. It's also got about us copy, and it's using stats that help create trust that, this isn't a fly-by-night operation. So they're saying they have 250 customers, 100 team members, 10 years of experience, 20 plus solutions. So lots of products for this, more complicated type of use case with ERP. These are all just trust signals. These are just reinforcing that you are the right solution for the customer and that they can trust you with their business. Then you get into the solutions. This is a really nice way to show the solutions in how it's broken up, kind of like a feature tour with images of the software, with descriptions, with bulleted lists of features, so you can really kind of see how do they break up their product suite and what are the different solutions that they have. Okay, so let's go to their pricing page next. It's designed in a way with pricing tables that essentially has their core products in one table that are recurring fees, so X amount per month, and then the user can decide how much quantity they want to buy. So they might want to buy a certain amount of users or a certain amount of stores, depending on their size business. And then there's a separate table that is breaking out add-on modules. And these are things that are additional monthly fees that maybe not all customers need, but some might, and they can customize this for a specific buyer. As well as when you get into the next page of pricing tables, there's actually quite a few pricing tables used in this one. You're also looking at services and things that are additional, API connections, additional bank connections, premium support, things like that. You can buy one-off services as well, or monthly services. So they actually have a fairly complex pricing model. There's a lot of products here, a lot of add-ons. And the way that it's built out here in the template is that the sales rep can essentially customize this for each proposal to say, hey, based on what we discussed, these are the products that you need. And that way they're not overwhelming the buyer with too many choices or too much irrelevant stuff that really isn't applicable to them. Okay, the next section after pricing is the next steps page. And this is after the terms, where they've broken out a summary table of like the date that the service is going to start, who it's prepared for, the implementation total. So after they've added up all of these products and services, here's the final number. upfront and monthly. And then you get into the signature page. And so there's a little order form here where they pull a little bit of information from whoever's signing. But next steps is a really effective thing to include in your proposal template that a lot of people miss, because really it's essentially your call to action. You're showing the buyer what to do next to close the deal, and hopefully just compressing that sales cycle so that there isn't as much back and forth and sending an additional contract through some other piece of software to get a signature. You're just including it all in the proposal itself. And then in this case, we finish off with some references. So there's a couple case studies at the end where it's almost treated a bit like an appendix. So if you want to learn more about how we helped other similar companies, here's some videos, and here's a brief description of some case studies from the past. Let's get into some takeaways from this. So takeaways for your proposal: if you want to revamp your proposal template, if you already have a good website, just use that. All the brand elements are there: the typography, the color palettes, the icons, the illustrations, whatever it happens to be. Include that in your proposal, just so that it looks consistent and it looks more approachable and friendly and eye-catching than a simple, boring contract. Use social proof as much as you can. In this case, we had a G2 badge on the cover, so you can include user reviews, testimonials, logos of notable companies you've worked with. There's lots of different ways to include social proof. Pepper it through your entire proposal template. And finally, break out your pricing. If you have a complex pricing model with lots of services and add-ons and one-time and ongoing fees, break these out into separate tables and show where they're optional or where the user can select the quantity of how much that they want to buy, so they can tailor it without getting overwhelmed by too much choice. So for specific prospects that you're going after, don't include products that that they don't need, just so that they don't get overwhelmed. And that's it. If you enjoyed this, check out our proposal template design service or check out our software Proposify. Click on the link that's shown on your screen, and I'll be back in the future with another proposal makeover. Bye for now.